Nope. Let it ride, David. Let it ride. How do you feel about the podcast being back?
I'm just so thrilled to be back with you all.
Yeah. We actually recorded a podcast and said, we're back with Ty. Remember that? We're going to be shooting a podcast every week and be consistent. And here we are a year later.
No, it hasn't been that long.
Maybe 4 or 5 months.
It hasn't been that bad.
4 or 5 months. We do need I want to redo Ty's episode. Ty Morton is a very important figure here at Alien Gear Holsters. Definitely want to redo his episode. Also, because on that episode we talked about his hunts. And we were like, man, what do you think you're going to get this year? And bro, he
has a lot to report.
He's a killer. We'll just leave it there. Shout out to Ty. Come on the pod. Today, we are talking about SHOT Show. We just returned from SHOT Show 2025 this week. It was a good time. How did you feel about SHOT Show, Riley?
Well, SHOT Show is always brutal. It's a long week, and I think the build-up can be a little exhausting sometimes, but then you get thrown in it, and it's pretty fun. Yeah. It's a good time. You get to meet a lot of people that you talk to online, and get to meet a lot of new people and see what cool stuff people are doing in the industry. So
I got to throw the hat back on, I'm going to be honest.
It's fun.
I threw it off, and I saw all the gray in the monitor and said, nah, dog. That looks terrible. Sorry, folks. Keep this in there. I don't care. I don't even mind the gray hair.
Indecisive Tyler.
It just starts shining all of a sudden. I said, no, why did you do that? Okay, so SHOT Show. No, I completely agree with what I was going to say. Every year that I've gone to SHOT Show has come up, and I'm pumped to go. And then I remember that first year when we gave away like 7,000 guns and how much walking I did that year. And then I start to feel a little stressed out about SHOT Show. But then you get there, and like you said, it is hard work, but it also is very, very fun. You get to see all the exciting stuff.
Well, it's funny. I was just telling somebody in the office today, it's like, our roles on the team are to kind of be mobile. We're on the ground, moving around, making connections and whatnot. And then you do that for like 2 hours and you're like, holy crap, I'm going back to the booth. This is exhausting. Then you get back in the booth and it doesn't stop. I mean, then you're networking at the booth and meeting new people and pitching products. And then you're like, dang, this is exhausting. I need to go move around. And you get caught in this just loop of like nonstop. Yeah. Either walking or communicating with people. It's a lot. Again, it's fun, but man, can we just make SHOT Show 3 days?
Sometimes it's weird though too, because like for whatever reason, I always feel like that first day is like almost invisible, just because I'm like re-establishing like how to get through the forms and how to cross the bridge and where to get lunch, and like by the time 4 or 5 o'clock comes around, you've been moving a lot, but that day, I feel like that first day goes relatively quickly.
We were joking around of the stages of the SHOT Show walk. Day 1, you're feeling that pretty good. By day 2, you got a little waddle going. Yeah. Day 3, you're rolling around in a wheelchair.
Yeah, looking for the petroleum jelly. If you know, you know.
You know where the CVS is.
Oh man, seriously.
The Walgreens.
What was your favorite part? Oh, well, I should say this, from our booth, from the stuff that we were showing this year. What did you think you saw the most hype around?
Of our products?
Yeah, because we didn't really put out a whole lot of like quote unquote brand new stuff. We did show off the new EDC pack, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. And then we showed off also the level 2, which we didn't show last year.
Level 2 large light.
Yeah, level 2 large light. But overall, what are your thoughts?
Well, it's tough because we had a lot of stuff, a lot of cool 3D prints in the secret booth behind us to show to potential partners and stuff. Kind of have a new strategy this year for product launches, which I'm personally really excited about. I think it's going to allow us to expand and make smart business decisions. But I think I'm most excited for that the Photon Large Light to really round off the level 1, level 2, and level 3 series. And like, I'm not working in a duty capacity, but I carry every day. So to be able to just maybe even if it's like coming in from a hunting trip, going from my level 2, I carry a Glock 17 with a no light on there. To be able to go from this to slap it into a photon in the waistband to go get gear or something, or the restaurant, you don't have to completely switch up your pistol platform or find, tools to take your light off if you're running those other lights that use a tool.
Sorry, and that's something that it seems like from our product guys, which we're going to try to get some of our product guys in here randomly.
Yeah, we're going to go steal people out of the office and just put them on the spot.
Straight up. I'm gonna text Randy and be like, 911, come to the studio.
Careful with him texting that.
I know,
too.
that's true. He's like a former cop. He'll come in here with guns ablazing. But I think one of the things that we're looking at company-wide is kind of enhancing or kind of building out that like light configuration on holsters and different things. That's one of the things that we've been asked for quite some time, and we're definitely paying attention to those requests. So that's there as well.
Yeah. People, it costs a lot of money to make these injection molded products. Get off our back, please. We're listening to you. We hear you.
Especially this department, like for real, we definitely see and hear and understand what is wanted out there. And I said this, like, I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this, but I've said this multiple times.
Easy.
No, I feel like I feel like it's legit. Our mission statement here talks about creating an environment where our employees thrive, right? And a piece of that is making sound financial decisions that bring security to those who work here. If we went out and made every mold for every gun, that wouldn't be a secure financial decision if we don't play that out properly. And so I'm thankful for a leadership team here who is paying attention to like what it takes to employ everybody and what financial decisions we need to take to make sure we can continue to employ everybody, but also, protect, you know what I'm saying? Like get people the firearms and the holsters, not the firearms. We don't sell firearms here at all. The holsters that people want for their firearms so they can protect their communities and families.
Yeah, I want a Raging Hunter level 3 duty holster.
Oh my God. So you want to be Judge Dredd is what you're telling me right now, dude.
But can't do everything. Yeah,
for sure. I would say my favorite thing at SHOT Show that we presented, I think, was the Photon box. It was the Photon EDC pack. We should call it what it actually is. I had a good time explaining this, and it's interesting. Like right now, we actually have sold out of these. We kind of did like a limited run to see if people would actually like them, and I think we sold out in not even a month.
I think wasn't it like 15 days or something.
No, was it? No.
I don't know. I'm just making stuff up to make us look good.
I think it was like I think it was like almost 4 weeks we sold out in. And so that's another thing that we're like looking at, like making sure, again, going back to making smart decisions, like the whole limited run thing. We've had questions about that, and we just want to make sure that this is a product that people want. And it definitely rang true to the market of folks who bought it. But if you don't know what the Photon EDC pack is, you basically are getting 2 complete holsters along with I always call it the wing, but it's like the sidecar, sidecar for your mag. You're getting a cleaning kit. Those 2 holsters, the Photon comes with either a light bearing or non-light bearing when you buy it on its own. But with that, it's left hand, right hand. It comes with the claw. It's optic compatible. In this capacity, you get everything. So you get right hand, left hand, optics compatible, and light, no light with the, what do we actually call it? It's not called a wing.
The sidecar.
And
IWB,
OWB, and this comes with a cleaning kit. So it's a great, it was always funny. I would like talk about it and I would be like, man, you get into guns, and if this is your first gun, you don't really know what you're going to run on it. Like you see all this stuff on social media, but what actually happens is you buy a Glock 19 on Thursday, by Sunday of the next week, you got a full helmet, nods, plate carrier, all types of stuff, man.
You stumbled upon Mojo's videos.
Dude, oh my God, you're the fastest gunslinger in the West all of a sudden. And that's what this core carry kit, that's what this Photon EDC pack is kind of like built for. You know, you don't know what you're going to be riding or running in a week. Maybe you do, and maybe you want those options. This definitely gives you those options. It helps you kind of grow into the responsible gun owner that you want to be. So I'm a fan.
All right, enough product pushing, dude. What about those happy hours, man?
Oh,
you
bro.
got DJ Tyler over here, loves sticking that mic into innocent people's faces, and making them talk on mic, kind of like what he does with this podcast.
Bro, listen, here's the thing. I see potential in people, and it was so funny. The funniest part. So what was happening was, like, we would have a happy hour. Then we had happy hours on Tuesday and Wednesday, or was it Wednesday? Yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday we had happy hour where we gave away 2 firearms, which were Grey Ghost Precisions. I don't know what
their combat pistol.
Yeah, and then Foxtrot
Mike threw in a complete bullpup kit with a AR upper. The thing's mean,
dude. I need them just to send that to us instead of sending it to the person, so we could just shoot it one time and then be good to go. Also, speaking of giveaways, we're gonna come back to happy hours. Speaking of giveaways, in the studio right now we have this full-on like bolt action setup. Riley, take us through what all is on that bad boy, if you can remember.
Yeah, so you can head over to the homepage right now for a chance to win this 6.5 Creedmoor. It's got a Wooks chassis on it.
Shout out the folks at Wooks.
Oh yeah,
sorry,
I need to be able to see it. We got a Highland Canyon muzzle brake on it.
Hey, that's Boise. Make some noise.
Oh yeah, a preferred barrel blank with a Kelbley action on it. Zero Tech optic and a Timney trigger.
Nice.
That thing is the lightest trigger I've ever felt.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And then a bunch of other stuff too from some other awesome brands. You know, we got a Wild Gear cooler. We got some stuff from Uncharted Supply Co. We got Refuge Medical in there. Oh man, Advanced Warrior Solutions. Agilite threw in some stuff. You got a plate carrier.
Oh yeah, Agilite is fire. I keep forgetting about that.
We're looking at it all off screen over here.
There's a whole pile. Plate carrier setup. I should have put it on my boy right here.
What else? There's a bunch of other awesome stuff in there. Unlimited ammo, of course.
To the bros.
Throwing some freedom seeds in there.
Arizona, make some noise.
Yeah, right? There's a bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah, go to aliengearholsters.com.
It's like $8,000 worth of stuff, and that's why you can't enter Florida. Sorry.
Oof.
Hit up your state legislative.
Florida. Shout out to Florida. I would say something about Florida, but one of my favorite family memories is from Florida. I went to the Junior Olympics in Orlando, right across from Disney World or Disneyland. I always get mixed up. World. And when we went to Disney World. This is random. We went to Disney World, and I just remember my whole family, except for my dad, because he had to work that week. We were running through Disney World, and it's like I'm like the youngest of 5. We're running through Disney World, hand locked by hand, behind our mom. So it was like mom and little ducklings running through Disney World because it was raining. I'll cry a little bit. Anyways, moving on.
Just running through there.
Yeah, dude. We just remember all like running through. Yeah, right. But happy hour was dope. I love grabbing the mic. I love hyping people up, and it seems like that's what happened. You know what I mean? Like we were able to kind of just bring people to the booth, give out the free beers. Shout out to Jax, our vice president of marketing, who we need to call in here too. Who had the great idea to offer these free cups with the brewskis. That went really well.
Yeah, a cup full of beer and a chance to win a gun. I mean, I don't know. That's pretty good.
Dude, right? And then you had to be there, so people would like come.
Oh, God.
Leave, you just get shocked. What just happened? It's hard to maneuver, bro. But it was fun, man. We played some music. Shout out to Corey for the SHOT Show playlist. We played some jams in there, and we got a lot of good ideas for next year too.
Some banger. Oh yeah. Tyler's got a really good idea this year.
That's so
for next
funny.
year.
I'm currently texting our VP of marketing to see if she'll come to the studio so you guys can meet her. She's awesome. We'll put her on a spot real fast. But back to SHOT Show. Outside of our booth, what was the favorite thing you saw at SHOT Show?
Man, I hate to even mention it just because the comments that I foresee, but it was super cool to see Staccato have a bigger booth and show, their the fruits of their labor are showing. Is that the way to put that? Like they're being able to invest back in their marketing and kind of get to see them grow and prove that they're a staple in this industry. Yeah, it's just cool. It's cool to see the would it be the president of Glock work in the booth?
Oh yeah,
Kathleen.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Apologies. Come on, podcast though.
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
sure that'll happen tomorrow.
She's in this podcast just to.
Hey, never say never.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of who else. It's cool to see Paul Meadow there, strong. Got to.
Yeah, right next door.
Yeah, right next door with all their different brands. Trying to think of who else.
Every year, I like Kel-Tec's booth. Just like makes me feel at home for some reason. Like maybe it's like the wood trim or something like that. I always enjoy their booth and their products. I'm trying to think of who else. Nemo Arms has that new. What's that small gun they have?
That compact little pistol thing they have.
Yeah, dude, that thing is mean. There was a couple. I went to a couple of booths and instantly I walked in the booth and was like, I don't need to be here because this booth is gonna make me get divorced.
Yeah,
definitely like not Staccato. Kimber's booth actually. Kimber came out with some stuff. Like they have a new 2011 where I was just like, I need to get away from here right now.
Yeah,
but
it's only like $4,000. Do you think they have Klarna or whatever it's called?
Hey.
We do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was trying to not push as many products, but we do. Yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff. There was a lot of like, SHOT Show's funny too because you see a lot of like the kind of fringe stuff for our industry, like the little crazy robots or stuff like that. Was there anything that stuck out to you that way?
Yeah, I mean, of course, that dog robot thing is the creepiest thing I could ever imagine.
I just imagine getting attacked by that, getting like pinned down by that thing.
Dude, it was picking up like boxes and stuff, and it's too much.
Oh, dog. No.
That's a no for me.
Nah, dog.
Trying to think of what else was super cool. I mean, you take in so much there, and you try to stop by all the smaller vendors as well, and it's all so overwhelming. It's just like. You get back to your hotel room and it's just quiet after hearing all those machines all day and stuff, and it's the most bizarre feeling. Just thrown into silence like that. There's
also I have to publicly apologize to some members of our team. We went to dinner one night.
Oh, you.
And we went the scenic route, but not like the scenic strip route. We went like the scenic the scenic underground route. And so I just want to publicly apologize to Allison and Jen for I don't know, man. I don't
know, the 5-mile walk it took to get to dinner, which was phenomenal. But
oh, dude, I can't remember what the name of that restaurant was. It was so good.
I don't know.
So good.
I could tell you this. I couldn't pronounce a single thing on the menu except spaghetti. So that's how you know it was good.
His knees were weak.
Mom, spaghetti is stupid.
Bars, ladies and gentlemen. Bars. I'm trying to think what else was like really stood out to me. Let's talk about the level 2 large light real fast. I know we were trying to get away from just talking about our products. I feel like people sorry, she's in a meeting but can't come over right after Main Street. Jackson, that's an important one. I'm not gonna give her any trouble. I'm gonna hit Toby, see if he'll come. You know what you?
No, we just need to grab him. Fill in the dead air.
I know.
I'll just go grab him.
I know.
Be like, hey, we have a safety question in the studio.
So.
David, make sure that Tyler stays on track here.
What are you talking about? Tyler always stays on track, ladies and gentlemen.
Couple key quotes.
No, dude. Okay, so another thing that we'll talk about later on. I camped on the way back, so I drove to Vegas from North Idaho, which was a very fun drive. You know what I'm saying? It was probably 17 hours. I think I did. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to make some noise for Mr. Toby Reynolds. Come on over here, Toby.
Oh man.
On the spot.
Where am I going?
You're right here.
Middle seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to
This
Mr.
one?
Toby
This one
Reynolds.
right here.
Toby!
I told him we had a safety question.
Oh, safety question. I got bamboozled.
all the guns on the table are clear.
What is going on, gentlemen?
Okay, Toby, thanks for joining the show.
Thanks for inviting me to the show.
Sorry, dude.
No, it's all good, man.
He does this
When
to
you
me
go back, don't tell Allison, because we're going to ask her to come in here, too.
Okay, I will not.
Okay, so we're talking about SHOT Show.
Well, first of all,
who's
who are
Toby?
you? What do you do here?
Big Boss, you just got a new title, too.
I did just get a new title. I am I like to say, I'm the accounts manager for everything military and international.
Okay.
Because I handle all the accounts. I'm not just an account manager.
there
I
you
handle
go.
all the accounts.
The account.
I am the accounts manager.
Dang, that's what I'm going to say from now on.
It's pretty sweet, man.
AM.
Yeah. It's
The AM.
AM. Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's great.
What does that actually mean? What do you actually do?
That means that we supply. I work with all of our accounts, military and international, to be able to get them all of our alien gear, mostly our professional line stuff. Right. Really, with the international stuff, everybody's got different needs internationally than we do here domestically in the U.S. A lot of our U.S. stuff, obviously, I'm not handling anything but military in the U.S., but that's always the real high-end professional gear. Internationally, they're getting caught up on what that means. A lot of the owners of the companies that I work with are really beginning to understand what's available versus what people are running around with. And so we're accomplishing a lot with these guys. A lot of education involved, but really they see the quality of the product and they want it bad. SHOT Show is amazing. Had so many people come up and just say, hey, we need really high quality holsters and we need you guys because we're tired of what's available.
Awesome. And that's what we want to talk about. SHOT Show, right? This is your first year SHOT Show, right?
Yeah.
What'd you think? What was your first? What did you think it was going to be versus like what it actually was?
Okay, I actually thought it was going to be more military focused, just based off of my ignorance, really. I had no idea that this thing was as huge as it was. I only speed walked one floor.
Oh man!
And I'm like, guys, this is huge. There was like 4 more cities I could have wandered through. Seriously. Right? It was massive, but a lot less military focused than what I expected. We did have like some specific guys from units that were, wandering around with their posse and things like that. But yeah, for me specifically and what I do, it was all about international clients.
Nice. Was there anything that stuck out to you when people were coming to our booth? Was there anything that stuck out to you as like a big hitter from like us? Like what were most people asking you about?
Almost everybody was asking me about tack strap.
Yeah.
We had the dummy out there with the drop leg on it.
We got to get blood flowing through that bad boy.
Got to get the blood flowing and then plug the bullet hole wound.
Yeah.
Everybody was doing that already. Yeah, the cleanup would be awful. It would be a much better a demonstration if we
example.
Had it, but the cleanup would be awful.
A little messy.
Yeah, but no, they were really interested in the tack strap. That was the thing that we demoed the most. Most everybody that came and talked to me, they were already familiar with the actual gear. They were already familiar with the holsters themselves. They hadn't necessarily handled them, so they definitely played around with them a little bit. But they pretty much knew what they were looking at as soon as they saw it, because they'd been online, they'd looked at it.
That's one of my favorite things is when somebody pops up and I'm like, are you familiar with alien gear holsters? And they're like, oh, we've been seeing this everywhere. And it's like, I just wanted to get my hands on it. And it's odd because it's like then you realize, okay, we're getting out there, but there's a hesitation to even get hands on it, and they don't want to commit to it till they can touch it. So it's just presents an interesting challenge.
Well, that demo that you built,
stand-up
draw. What'd you call that thing? Does it have a name?
That's the Let me patent it first, man.
Sorry.
Draw stand. I don't know.
Well, one of our clients, when we were talking to him behind closed doors, he was asking some questions about how he could be more interactive in his store.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah,
and we're like, oh, dude. So we walked him out there. He's like, can I build that? I need that in my store.
Oh,
so you might have a buyer already.
All you need is some scrap metal and a below average welder.
That's hilarious. Dude, a lot of people hopped on that bad boy.
Yeah,
it was a big hit.
Yeah, it was
big hit.
We'll have to refine it.
So Toby, another thing I wanted to talk to you about was there was a altercation. I shouldn't say altercation. There was a how do I even say that? A complication in directions at one point. You know, a big part of SHOT Show is the after parties, dinners. How do you feel about long walks in a city that you don't know?
When I am by myself and not packing, and in a city I don't know, and the Wi-Fi is so bad that I'm not even sure I'm heading the right direction on my Google Maps. Yeah, I don't go outside,
dude. I love it.
And honestly, the casino likes that. They don't want you outside anyway.
Yeah. Good answer. No, it was so funny. I like publicly apologized to Allison and Jennifer for the long walk, and I was like, Toby was the smart one. He was just like, nah,
I'm out.
I'm good. I'll pass. That's hilarious. Well, Toby, thank you so much for hopping on. We're gonna. Can you tell Allison who's in there right now? Is Allison here?
I think she's still here.
Okay, if she's in here, can you tell her that I have an emergency I need to ask her some questions about? Make it seem super serious.
We have a dealer that's really mad about something.
Pissed. I shouldn't say pissed online.
Yeah.
Super mad.
Fired up. Cool.
Thanks, Toby.
Sorry, Toby.
We gotta get you on. You're good at this. Yeah. Toby's also he has like a hardcore degree in creative writing or something like that. He's like the man for real.
Hit him up for your blogs, people.
Yeah, there you go. Is it locked? Oops. Toby Reynolds, ladies and gentlemen. One of my favorite things in life is to just like not prepare people and just get them on the microphone out of nowhere.
Oh, you don't say.
At one point, I was like shouting people out and handing the microphone to people, and I went to Joe, who is one of the directors in the company in the sales department, and I was like calling people by name. I would be like, y'all make some noise for Tommy McGrath, and everybody would yell. Y'all make some noise for Jax Mustafa. Everybody would yell, and I went to Joe and I was like, Joe, how do you say your because I can't remember how to say his last name. I go, how do you actually say your last name? Because you don't want to disrespect people. And he goes, he said something like, nope, and just like walked away. I was like, come on, man.
Smart man. Dude, smart man.
He's so funny. Yeah, that was a good time though. For sure the happy hours I think were my favorite part.
Oh, Miss
ladies
Allison.
and gentlemen.
Come take a seat.
Come take a seat. One of my favorite individuals here at Alien Gear Holsters has just walked into the studio. Allison, introduce yourself to the people. Let them know what you do. This is like one of the queens of Alien Gear Holsters. Allison literally takes care of everything.
Allison, I have been with Alien Gear Holsters, good golly. This coming November will be 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah, started off as customer service for a very, not brief time period, but again, it was just Christmas help. And then just did multiple things throughout the years, and I'm in dealer sales now.
Account
manager. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Put some respect on it.
Yeah. We put some respect on the name. Oh, see? This is why she's one of my favorites, ladies and gentlemen.
That because I will also karaoke with Tyler.
Full foreshadowing.
He likes to sing a song.
What time it is.
I always get excited for team dinners, even though some of them take 1,000 miles to get there.
We publicly apologize to you
parking
earlier.
garages at the dark of night, back streets of Vegas.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm so
don't
sorry.
Follow these guys.
Yeah,
But
I'm
all I have to
sorry.
say.
She's my Jack and Coke buddy.
Oh, for sure.
It's a good time with Allison.
For sure.
Or
For
two,
sure.
one, no, no. Not saying anything. It's all on the company card.
Dude, Allison is so great. It was so funny to see people come up and like, this is how you know Allison is loved by everybody. Like somebody would walk up to the booth and I'd be like, oh, hey man. And you could just tell this individual was just like straight ignoring me. And then finally they like realize that another person is like, they're like literally looking for somebody. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? And literally just like, get out of my face, guy. And I was like, hey, can I help you with anything? Where's Allison? And I was like, okay. And I would point Allison out and they'd be like, hey, what's going on? And I love it. I love it so much.
Always a party. It's a good time.
Yes,
So,
it is.
Allison, what was your favorite part of SHOT Show this year? Outside of walking to dinner that night.
That will
And
always
the
be
best
my fave.
attitude the whole time too.
I'm like, you said 15 minutes. 35 minutes later, we get there.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's seeing all the people I talk with on a regular basis and putting a face to the name and the voice. I love, people come up, Allison. And, it's like, or is Allison here? Or just talking. I love the happy hours. It's always a good time. This year was super fun. Tyler hyped it up a lot. We were chucking patches and baseball caps and everything into the crowd and handed out patches, and it was a good time.
That was the funniest part was when, for me, and Joe called it too. He was like, at one point we were like, let's throw some hats. And I like throw a hat and it straight up like boomerangs, hits a beer and knocks a beer off of the
I think I hit somebody in the eye with the patch. I don't know. But
It's
They got a
hard.
patch.
I was chucking them.
Well, we went to the Staccato booth when they were like throwing T-shirts and people were getting like hit. Like they did not know what was coming. And it's free stuff. Yeah, if it's free, it's free, right?
Got to pay to play.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, did you get? I know you did a lot of walking
Yes.
after hours, but did you get a chance to walk around SHOT Show at all?
Briefly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much in the booth. and-
Because you are like.
I've been there so many. I'm sorry. I'm
That's what I was
not
going to
bragging.
ask you. Yeah,
I've been there so
talk
many.
that shit, Allison. Put that out.
I've been there so many times, which I love. I mean, I don't take it for granted. I am flattered every time I get asked to go. But you know what? I've been there, done that. And,
Yeah.
I mean, if there, I do stop by a few booths just because I know a few people. But other than that, I sit and yik yak all
At
day
home.
long. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a. Like we were saying before, it's such a cool environment and it's such a busy environment. Like once you get back to the room, it's like a completely different world.
You take your shoes off and you take some ibuprofen and you go to sleep.
That's what I was going to ask you. Since you've been there so many times, like what's your key tips when you go
Comfortable
to?
shoes.
There you go.
Inserts, padding, right? For the balls of your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And make sure there's no slip in those shoes. I messed up my first year. I wore cowboy boots. You remember that?
Yes. Some people were complaining. I don't know what to say.
I wear
take you
Vans
anywhere.
at the show
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
no, Riley walks around with his beanie and his hair hanging out and tries to be cool.
No, hey, no collared shirts for Riley. It's a point of contention this year.
That's so funny. Well, Allison, thank you so much for hopping on. We just wanted to publicly apologize for the long walk.
It's okay. It was a really good dinner.
It was. That was like I was like at first because. Just for the record, I called it. I thought it was like a 10-minute walk, and then I got back on Google, and it was like 15 to 20.
No, it was 35, and then because I had the stopwatch going. Where we were located for SHOT Show, we could have literally walked out that
Yeah,
side
that's
door.
the other thing. We walked around the whole
That's why it
Venetian.
took so long, is
Yeah.
because of that route.
Yeah,
No,
poor man. Or
and
poor.
they were lost. Don't let them fool
Whoa.
you.
They?
They both had their phones with their little GPS.
We had Onyx on. You had
I
Go
was
Hunt.
using Go Hunt. Shout out to the Go Hunt guys. In
They're
Vegas, I was
Ryan.
using Go Hunt, and it didn't work that well. I don't know.
No, they both had their phones, and Jennifer and I were just, happily following along, and they'd stop and pause, and I think we're going the wrong way. And so, we went through a few parking garages. I won't say that any more times.
But you did.
For the second or third time. I mean, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Good time was had
Memories.
by all.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, that last night, that tapas place we went to, we
Yes.
should have went there like all 3 nights. That
Exactly.
place was crazy.
We're going to know.
Yeah,
Right
next
there in
time,
Restaurant
sure.
Road. Don't blow it up.
Oh,
What
that's
are
right.
you
That's
doing?
true. That's a good place.
Yeah,
a good
it's
place.
not-
Right
No.
there.
It was terrible. It was trash.
It's
Yeah.
45 minutes this way.
Yeah, terrible
My
walk from the
walk.
Venetian.
Yes. No, it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Riley and I, who weren't big sushi eaters.
I had to confess to my wife.
Yes,
I was like, I tried something.
So did I.
I tried raw sushi.
Yeah.
So
we had salmon.
Yep.
And we had tuna. Didn't we?
I didn't touch the tuna. I don't like
Yeah,
tuna.
yeah.
That's I draw the line.
But no, Riley's favorite, which he pulled the plate right up because again it was family style. He pulled it right up to himself. Was the
Assert your
rice
dominance.
and spam.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Get
good
some
stuff.
spam going.
Good thing you were sitting next to me. I was
Yeah,
just
right.
poking with the fork.
Got to
always
assert
funny.
your dominance.
On those family meals, it's so funny to see people like kind of like scoot a certain. It's supposed to be like family meal. You're like, nah, this is
Exactly.
me right here.
Yeah.
I love it because Toby too. He was like, no, I'm just getting my own steak. I'm
And
good.
then he ordered, after he left there, he went and got a hamburger.
Oh, really?
He did. He
Oh,
did
wow,
that, didn't
dude.
he?
No,
Wow.
he did.
Yeah.
Might have
He
to
did.
pull him back
I
in
know,
here.
right? Toby
I'll
out
send
here.
him back in.
Another safety emergency.
Right?
Spilling the tea. Spilling the
Gosh,
tea.
that is
Now,
hilarious.
Well, with his limited
Yeah,
diet,
for sure.
You know, it just wasn't cutting it, so he went and grabbed a burger
I
afterwards.
get it.
Love
I,
it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I feel like I've done that a couple of years. It's just like dinner wasn't enough, and especially like Vegas, where it's just like you pay all this money and the meals always aren't as big as you would hope for them to be.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That
come
last
on,
night
man.
though was a lot.
Yeah, I was stuffed.
The French fries were hopping. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, fries.
Yeah, fries. That's Jack's.
Call out
thing.
Jax.
Yeah. No, we text Jax to see if we could get her in there, but she's in the meeting. So and
slightly
it sounds
excuse.
important, but I don't know. Allison, thank you so much for
Thanks,
hopping on.
guys. It was
Thanks,
fun.
Allison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime. Come and
Absolutely.
yik yak. Spill the tea.
Spill the, Allison got the
Perfect.
tea.
If you want to know anything, don't call. Allison.
All right,
I know.
Allison.
Let's get her out of here.
See, and yeah, Toby didn't even tell me. He goes, "Hey, Tyler wants to see you back in the studio." I'm like, "Okay." Go
That
walking
is-
in. I'm like, "Crap,
That is hilarious.
it's a trap."
It's always going to be a trap.
All right, bye guys.
Bye, Allison.
Bye. Thank you so much, Allison. That is hilarious. Dude, Allison's the best.
Yes, I am.
Talk that shit, Allison. That's oh, I love it, dude. There's nothing like having somebody who's been here for a while who like doesn't care about the like frills and like the cool new stuff. She's like, no, I've seen it all before. It is what it is.
This isn't the first rodeo.
You know who we should try to call? I don't know if you have his number, Mr. Zach Ferg.
Oh, yeah, I think I do have his number.
Let's see if we can get Mr. Zach Ferg on. We had to get his permission to use this audio, but let's see if we can get Mr. Zach Ferg on the phone. He was there. He came around. He was there. Mojo was there. What's the gal's name? Christy, maybe.
Chris from Range 701.
Yeah.
Or 702, rather.
Yep, she and the crew came by. There was a lot of. That was another cool thing, was to see how many people just came by the booth to say what's up. People that we work with, like influencers and different things. Of course, Mojo came through. There was a couple people. There was a couple of new people too that we saw that was just like, man, it's dope to kind of see you come through and say what's up, especially like local folks or in this region. Bro from Gorilla Tactical came by. Just a lot of cool folks, man. But
Okay, I was gonna say that's crazy. I can't find his number, but
oh, you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Put the bad boy on speaker. Hold up to your mic.
I watch podcasts.
Okay, good. I didn't know. Can you hear that, David? He's probably on the ring.
Hey, Riley, what's up, brother?
Zach, what's going on? I got you with Tyler here. You're on the podcast.
Zach Ferg, what up, baby?
Oh,
Live on the Reholstered podcast. Good sir, do we have your permission to use your voice?
100%.
I love it. Zach, man, I just wanted to say thanks for coming by the booth, and we wanted to get your take on SHOT Show 2025, man. How was it for you?
It was a ton of fun, man. A lot of great networking. We got to interview, Eddie Gallagher, Cody Alford, all the cool, good dudes that have a great story, spread the word, and just grow the community. And, it was awesome to hang out with you guys and hang out with Alien Gear. So much fun.
I love it. Now, we keep asking folks that we're talking to, what was your favorite thing to see at SHOT Show this year? Got
I'm biased, but Alien Gear's booth.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, seriously. There's a lot of cool stuff, like a lot of the new VR systems. Saw Anderson Silva, got to connect with him, so that was pretty badass.
Wow.
The Spider-Man, right? Is that what's he go by? The Spider?
Monkey?
Yeah, Spider.
Heck yeah.
Legend.
I think he actually has some of our stuff.
Yeah, he's always in the liking the stuff. I see him.
Yeah.
Just respond to my messages, please.
That's awesome.
I'm actually gonna shoot with him pretty soon here, so he's gonna come to the facility and train some striking and stuff. So.
Heck
That's what's up. Let the people know the squad that you roll with, in case they don't know.
So I'm part owner in Defense Strategies Group with the founder Mike O'Dowd, who's a SEAL on Team 7, and then Angel Cortez is the other owner. He's Army Ranger, and then Cameron Pfaff is a Ranger as well. So we have us 4, the main dudes, just grinding away, teaching self-defense, shooting guns all day, and sharing our knowledge.
Love that. That's a hell of a crew.
Seriously.
Yeah.
People might know you from what's the Stallone movie show called?
Oh yeah.
Bro, you're world famous in these streets, bro.
The Family Stallone with their reality TV show.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Dude,
Pretty
listen.
surreal, like training, like watching Rocky growing up and like Rambo. It was like, damn, I get to teach like Stallone like tactical stuff and self-defense, and he's a really cool dude. It was an awesome experience.
Now, I don't want to take too much of your time, but give the folks just a little bit of your background.
So born and raised in Orange County, California. I joined the Navy in 2015, went to BUDS training, and then graduated in 2017, and then went to SEAL Team 7. So I was in the military for 6 years, and then I got out 3 years ago and just was competing in jiu-jitsu, purple belt, that 10th Planet Orange, and then I met Angel Cortez, and now I'm with DSG for a little over 2 years now.
Okay, so here's the thing about jiu-jitsu, bro. I've done the intro class to jiu-jitsu about 15 times.
Is it an intro at that point?
And I'm always terrible. But what is it about jiu-jitsu that you love?
For me, jiu-jitsu just shuts my mind completely off to where there's nothing else I'm thinking about but choking a dude out or defending myself. So my mind's like at calm and peace for a few hours. So that's my favorite part about it.
That's what's up.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Like you said, you've done this before or something. Somebody got media training. All right, well, listen, last question. We asked you this before, but we got to ask again. If let's just happen to say Alien Gear Holsters did a karaoke, what's your song, my guy?
I'm with my girlfriend, Nadia. Nadia, do you want to fill me in on it? What's it going to be?
Fergalicious.
Let's go.
Yeah. Zach Ferg with Fergalicious.
Come on, man. All right, Zach. Nadia, thank you all for picking up our call. Sorry to jump in and interrupt your all's day randomly. We appreciate y'all, man.
No, of course. Anytime, guys.
Take care, Zach. We'll talk soon.
All right, see you.
Bye.
That's awesome. Shout out to Zach.
Well, I'm glad he picked up. That could have gone super lame.
He like texts us back, don't ever do that again. No, Zach's a super, super cool dude. I always enjoy his content, man. He's wild on the range, man.
Yeah, this is the first time we got to meet him in person.
Oh, for some reason I thought you had met him before.
No, it's weird. You know, you meet all these people online and you talk to him so much and talk about product and stuff, and then you get to see him in person. It's like meeting him again. It's crazy. But you feel like you know him so well already.
Right.
But technology, man.
Technology. Speaking of technology, or lack thereof, actually. So one of the things that I wanted to do this year, or I should say I got to do this year, was drive down. I mentioned it a little bit earlier before Toby came in. I'm how do I say that? I am
psycho.
No, dude, it was so much fun. I am dedicated to doing that again next year, and we should do a podcast. Whoa, we should, if we do this next year. If I drive down next year, which I'm sure you won't drive down with me.
No, you can call me in.
We're gonna do a podcast from the road next time, dude. It was so fun driving down, man. I say that, but maybe it was just fun because I was by myself and I could just like listen to podcast and like listen to the TV show on the way down there. But
the SHOT Show's already so long, and then you take away the 3-hour flight and add a 16-hour drive.
But the flight, think about it this way, right? The flight is 3 hours around people that you don't, not just 3 hours. It's 3 hours on the flight alone, but then you're in the airport around
Airport
people.
beers. People watching.
I know.
Quick flight, Vegas. Tired of Vegas, quick flight home. People watching, airport beers, home.
I mean, it's a good point.
This is a no-brainer, man.
It's a good point, but I got to see parts of the United States that I'd never seen before.
Bro, I'll show you Google Maps. This is crazy. Let me show you something.
I'm old, my guy, and I didn't grow up in the wilderness and that kind of stuff like that. It was fantastic. I stopped in man, I wish I could remember the name of it. I stopped in Vegas for the first night because we left. We didn't, man. If you went to SHOT Show and you had a booth and you stayed to the last day to clean up your booth and you saw the driveway that first day or that last night of SHOT Show, it was wild.
Yeah, you guys are the real hero for that, because when I was looking at flights, there's a 12 o'clock and a 6 p.m. and I said, I think the 6 p.m.'s full.
Oh no, I have to take 12 o'clock. Dude, shout out to Allison and Toby and Jennifer.
And Amanda.
Amanda
crushed.
Well, with them, Amanda totally killed it. We would call her in, but she's sick. She's actually the real superstar. I don't know where my challenge coin went.
Right there.
I can't bend down like that.
Not on camera.
No, it ain't happening. My back pops out. And stuff. Shout out to Proto Yoga Mats. But Amanda was the real superstar of SHOT Show for real. Like, she was the one who planned everything. She also drove down separately with most of the stuff. Dude, she was
savage.
Dude, straight up trooper, man, for real. But that last night was crazy. The first night or the first day when we were setting it up was wild, but the last night, man, because everybody's going crazy all at once. I told him what we should do next year is pack everything up, then go to dinner, come back when it's a little bit more quiet, and then take everything down. Because when it literally took us, so we packed everything up, and then me, Toby, Allison, and Jennifer took down the first load. And so we probably had 3 or 4, maybe 5 boxes for the second load. So we got down there, and Toby and them, I was like, y'all go, you're going to miss your flight. Get out of here.
Dude, that
go
airport,
get your flight, right? Especially Vegas. And Trump was coming in that same night, and they were basically closing down the airport and stuff. I was like, y'all get out of here. I'll wait for Amanda. It took Amanda legitimately 45 minutes to an hour just to not get out of the garage, but start moving down levels. And then another 30 minutes to get into the line at the garage, man. At the convention center. It was crazy. Dude, it was wild.
Yeah, I was sitting on my couch at 6 p.m. thinking, oh, these poor people.
At 6 p.m., we were still there. I was still waiting for Allison to come.
No, I felt real bad. Trust me.
Bro, I will say, though, if you want to feel alive. See, this is the thing too. You be doing stuff that makes you feel alive, right? You snowmobile, you snowboard, and you be doing this stuff your whole life. Bro, it made me feel alive to leave SHOT Show, leave Vegas, go into the woods and camp. But
desert,
dude. Not the woods, the desert. And the desert cold hits a little different. I'm gonna be honest.
Dude, I think the desert's scarier than a mountainous, timberous area to me. That scares me, dude. There's cactuses.
Oh, it's true. No, you know what? I know it's not the season for, but you know what I was really afraid of was rattlesnakes.
Oh, it's scorpions and stuff, right?
I didn't think about that. Do scorpions come out in the wintertime?
I have no idea, dude. Nevada might be the furthest I've ever been.
Oh, really? Yeah. Dude, in my mind, I was thinking, I think before I left, me and my wife were talking about camping, and I think I thought about scorpions, but I was definitely thinking about rattlesnakes more than anything. But then I thought that rattlesnakes in the wintertime, they den up or something like that, so you don't have to worry about them.
I don't know. We don't have them up here. That's why the Pacific Northwest is Superior.
I mean, I don't know if I would say superior, but it's definitely good. But no, it was definitely cool. It was scary. I'm gonna keep it 100% real. I had my gun on the entire time. That's the beauty of our quick disconnect system in our chest holster. I definitely, because I was doing shoots and stuff too. We definitely grabbed some content on the way down, because it is a cool opportunity to get content in environments that we don't have access to up here in North Idaho. Even like the South Idaho, Boise area, like, parts of that Snake River area looks, completely different, especially the border between Idaho and Nevada.
Yeah. I don't know. Boise's a desert too, man.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I didn't
desert.
realize that. But yeah, it was fun.
Deserts, man.
It was fun.
Desserts.
The desserts. Next year, definitely gonna reach out to some partners to get a canvas tent and stove. This year, did the whole bevy tent with. I did have fire. Also had a lot of little hand warmers. You know what I'm saying? You got to come prepared. Oh, shout out to my mother-in-law, though, for getting me down booties. Those were the game changers. If you are camping in the wintertime, and I got this from the Go Hunt Dudes, Trail and Brady and them, down booties, is it Outdoor Research? Dude, oh man, them down booties were fire. I put I got this. I stole this from you. I saw when you went hunting in the trash were some of the sole.
Oh, you got my secret. I'm acting like I'm some hard veteran that can sit in the tree and stuff. I got warmers in my boots and my gloves and my hat.
I went as
got
far,
them taped to my nipples.
Oh, for sure. You got listen. Shout out to Toby's brother. We learned this. I'm putting them in the underarms,
right on those main arteries,
right here too. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, it'll heat up the whole body. I did that when I was sitting in the blind before I shot my massive spike this year. Biggest spike. That was funny. What was that booth we went to? We were talking about that the expandables. I can't remember whose booth it was.
Oh, that's Fair or whatever, right? They do the Rage. They have Rage.
Oh, I didn't know that you made Rage.
I'm pretty sure. Probably not, but it's Rage Broadheads.
Yeah, that was so funny. Like the biggest spike you've ever seen in your life.
You just ate that up.
Oh, they're gone. Boone and Crockett spikes? You don't know?
Dude, it was a great deer.
Dude, listen, man, I'll cry right now. I'm not even playing. But no, the camping trip was fun. The first night, I wanted to leave at like 4:00 where the sun was still up so I could get to a camp spot, around golden hour, but I didn't get to my camping spot until like 11:30. Didn't go sleep till like 12:30. But it was fun and it was an adventure. That's what I was going to say before. If you wanted to feel alive, like Riley feels alive when he snowmobiles and snowboards and all this kind of stuff, go camping in the winter in Las Vegas, in single digits in the bevy tent, with no stove.
Dude, at least with driving, you don't have to deal with cabs.
Yeah.
That is something I didn't grow up around. That is scary.
Really?
And I feel like half of them you get into, their seatbelts don't work.
Just Uber. Uber's way less scary.
Really? But the taxi's there, man. And I feel like, yeah, they know how to do business.
I was going to say, I always feel like the taxi's taking advantage of me, especially in a bigger city like Vegas or Seattle or New York or something like that. They like know what they're doing. They're like taking like these roundabout ways. And I don't know if this, I'm not trying to doo-doo on taxi drivers. I don't know. My perception though is at least the Uber driver, there's a route that you have to follow and that you're like accountable to a bigger company. And maybe this is the way it is for taxis. I'm not trying to, again, I don't need no heat or beef with taxi drivers. aliengearholsters.com. These are my statements and my statements alone. This has nothing to do with Alien Gear Holsters. Watch me get in trouble for this.
Is that a union?
I don't know. I know you got to buy a coin or something like that. It's a whole thing.
Coin?
Yeah. It's like a taxi driver
medallion.
Medallion. Yeah. Who knows?
God, look at us.
Small town.
Look at us.
Small town living.
Post Falls, Idaho.
Right. But I will say next time maybe you should just take an Uber. It's not as scary.
Yeah. They just drive so fast, and there's so much honking.
That was actually my biggest worry about driving is when I got into Vegas, I was like, man, I drive in like this super small town. I go like prairie every day. I maybe see 5 cars on the way, or I ride my bike. And then you go to Vegas, and as soon as you get into town, which I will say though, the traffic wasn't that crazy in the grand scheme of things. I thought it was gonna be way, way worse. But it's definitely different, you know. So it was an adventure.
Shot show, man.
Shot show. Anything else you want to say to the people? We're back, ladies and gentlemen.
See you guys in 5 months.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We should record another podcast today. It's only 1:30. Oh, we can't. We're going to be moving the store.
Oh.
Sneak peek, ladies and gentlemen. Flagship store.
It's moving.
Should we leave it there? And then next time have Amanda on to talk about the flagship store?
Dude, this is why you're the creative director, man.
Stop, bro.
You're just creative and you direct.
Hit me up on LinkedIn. I'm just playing. Just playing.
Whoa!
No, if you want to know more about alienreholsters.com. All right, y'all. We'll see you next week. Peace.